The awareness model is a model that is designed to deconstruct consciousness. This is Karis Alexander. I want to direct you to my blog, The Awareness Model, that I posted in the description. There you will find a series of articles that will eventually be put into a book based on the awareness model. But the awareness model at this stage is a living, breathing experiment. I'm taking a radical step as awareness and introducing you to a model to support you to deconstruct consciousness so that you can come to know self as awareness. The awareness model provides an original perspective and makes a significant contribution to understanding that awareness is the ultimate reality. And that as we deconstruct consciousness, you come to understand and realize and awaken to the fact that the model that you are currently existing within is a model of an artificial reality, a model of a world that is being imposed upon you, a model which so many can identify with, that is manifesting on a physical plane as a model of hell on earth. I want to let you know that I have been researching this whole idea of awakening. And as I've mentioned, this whole concept of awakening is an artificial simulation or program within our current reality or physical reality. I have found there are 4 consecutive Great Awakenings that happened prior to the one that we're currently in the midst of. The first one was in 1714, was the first Great Awakening, and it lasted for about 24 years till 1738. The second Great Awakening happened in 1815 till about 1845. The third Great Awakening was from 1866 to 1897 was the third. And the fourth Great Awakening, I believe, was around the Second World War, anywhere from 1916 to 1945-46, or around there, give or take. The opportunity here is a radical step. We're taking a radical step. We're engaging in an experiment. I'm asking you to engage in an experiment that will allow you to deconstruct consciousness, this consciousness system that we are immersed in. The awareness model will hopefully support you to transcend the illusion of reality called your life experience and allow you to reclaim your right in truth and wisdom, sovereignty and freedom to experience your essence as awareness by revelation through knowledge that your essence as awareness has been captured by the universal architects, the designers of this universe consciousness system. And the artificial physical world which you have your illusory experience or reality of experience or life experience is simply designed to forever cleverly keep you from the wisdom and knowing and truth of who you are, which is awareness, which is the ultimate reality. So as I've mentioned, these great awakenings that have happened already, as I've talked to you about in the past, we live immersed in a programmed reality. And so while many will believe that this awakening that we're in the midst of, that I believe is really taking off in this year, 2014, and will continue for the next 25 or so years, and we have been in the process of this illusory reality dismantling itself as part of our great awakening at this particular stage. Things have been ramping up for some time. So when I talk about the great awakening, it's a socially induced awakening. These awakenings happen throughout time, and I believe it's part of what we could call a group fantasy cycle, this great awakening. These are cycles of awakening that happen just as day and night transpire each and every day. We go from daytime to nighttime. So the cycle of awakening is very similar, has a very similar context in that in this consciousness system, there are periods when humanity wakens up and periods of when humanity is asleep. This is the first time in human history where, as a collective, we can track the awakening in real time, thanks to technology. And we can share our experience in real time through this technology. And so it's a very different awakening that we are in the process of. But again, it's an artificial simulation. It's a programmed awakening. It's socially induced by the power control force. So you have to come to realize that you do live in a programmed reality, and that this awakening is just, it's not something natural that happens. It's something that has been factored into the consciousness system. It's part of the game. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. So a model. When we look at a model, we have to look at a model as a tool we can use to achieve a concrete understanding of an abstract concept such as awareness. Models are often developed to describe an unknown function, an interaction, or process, something that lies beyond our current individual experience, in terms of something more comprehensible. The model itself may closely resemble the reality it describes. However, it is important not to confuse the model of reality with reality itself. It's the same thing with that by deconstructing consciousness, we become aware of the model of artificial reality that has been imposed upon us, this model of the world, this worldview, this model of hell on earth, which has been created and manufactured by the power control force. So what I emphasize here is that if you have enough direct experience and a deep understanding of what is being modeled by the power control force through their model of artificial reality, and come to know that this model is a part of your direct experience currently, that without this knowledge and understanding, it's impossible for you to come to know self as awareness. And so with limited direct experience through an artificial model, then you have a limited experience within the context of the structure of the model. So for those with enough experience of the fact that we are immersed in a model of artificial reality, my hope is that will incite curiosity and cause you to question your current model of reality, so that it brings a meaningful explanation to this consciousness system, this data stream that you experience through your experience, through the information, through the fragments of truth and language, through the intellectual systems such as science, religion, and astrology and astronomy, which divert and distract your attention and your perception, so that the model or the structure of the artificial reality is obscured from view, from your knowing. And that by deconstructing consciousness, we can seemingly put together events and understandings of intellectual systems, our understanding of intellectual systems that otherwise may seem random and unconnected, as a manufactured reality in which is designed to keep your awareness captured. So when we can stand back and objectively observe our model of artificial reality that is being imposed upon us, then we have an opportunity as awareness to manipulate this artificial or model of artificial reality into our own making, into our own choosing, and not be manipulated into a model of the world, a model of hell on earth that is being socially induced on the masses. Now, the power control force does not have, nor has it ever had, a monopoly on a process-oriented, materialistic, and objective approach to the existence of reality. So that gives us an advantage over this consciousness system. The model of reality developed within the awareness model will enable you to understand the characteristics of reality, of awareness. However, it will also allow you to understand the characteristics of the artificial reality that you are immersed in, how you interact within this model of artificial reality, the point of the reality that you are immersed in, and the boundaries, processes, and mechanics of the reality, the physical world reality system that you currently operate within. And so through the awareness model, it is my hope that you will discover the distinction between your objective, outside, illusory physical world and your subjective, non-physical world of mind and consciousness, and how both have been created by the universal architects to capture and deceive and manipulate your essence as awareness, which is the ultimate reality. And so I leave you with that. Again, I encourage you to follow this blog and engage the experiment that we are immersed in. Whether you will come to know self as awareness through this process, I do not know. But I can only say that as awareness, it is my hope that you will be able to, through this process, come to some gnosis on some level that you are awareness, and if you are awareness, that it will help you, that if you are at that stage where you know self as awareness, it will continue, that this model will continue to support you to break free from this manufactured model of artificial reality that's your essence as awareness is immersed in. I thank you so much for tuning in. I thank you so much for engaging this experiment, because it truly is a radical experiment. If you know anyone that is doing this, let me know. Deconstructing consciousness? Radical experiment. It truly is a glorious time to be here. I thank you so much for tuning in, and leave any questions or comments. Thank you.